started. I hope you're having a good day. And so I'm going to get my chat open here before I start this video. I'll go ahead and do that if I can. Anyways, so I've been building on this house, and I started it for a shell challenge, basically. And I did the upload with the walls, without the walls, and then with the walls. For those who like a true empty shell challenge, they can do that. Or for those that just like to decorate, then so I've got different versions saved. So here we go. Hang on a second, I'm in the wrong video. I've got two, whoops. Yeah, okay. So this is the beginning of doing the outside. And I did this last night. Hello, hello. So before this video ends, the entire outside landscaping will be done. I think I'm done. I might have a couple other things I need to add, but for the most part, I got it done. So I did use quite a bit of stuff from Debug, and I also pulled out a bunch of like clutter stuff from Debug, and I put it out on a table and left it in the house, so that way people may be interested. You know, just like bathroom clutter, stuff that goes on a dresser, like makeup, nail polish, nail file, just, you know, stuff like that. Books, single books. Single books are always hard to find to put up on a table or something, or reading nooks. Just, you know, commonly used clutter items. And of course, if you don't want to use them, then you can just toss them. It seems like going through Debug, it can be very tedious, so I thought, maybe someone out there would appreciate me doing that. I hope so. This little carport. I thought that little alley in the back of the property was just really perfect for doing like a little carport right there. That might be too loud, so let me turn that volume down a little bit. Hello, hello. Hi. Oh, it's so good to see you. I'm building a house. How are you doing? You been crocheting anything lately? I'm waiting to have my carpal tunnel surgery, and then I'm gonna start some crochet projects. I'm shutting Sims down in a couple days because they've got this overhaul update they're gonna do on the 3rd, and I'm not even going in. I mean, uninstalling the EA app because I'm just gonna wait it out and see what kind of mess the update makes. Hopefully none, but you know, trying to protect my investment in my game and all my builds and all my files. So yeah, I had to reschedule my carpal tunnel surgery because it's weather and stuff. So I'm wanting to do a rose blanket. It's it's the flower bouquet blanket. I take that back. So I've never used that illuminated fencing before. I thought that was kind of cool. Not sure if I'm going to stick with those bay windows, but I kind of like bay windows because you can put plants and stuff in them, but just not sure. I don't have matching windows because the bottom of the house is tall height and the top of the house is short height. So they don't have windows to match for each height. I wish they did, but they don't. Hello, hello, Mary Jane. Hello. Please give a like if you haven't already. Thank you. It helps. Thank you. So I'm going to be doing a giveaway on Valentine's Day. And I'm trying to get a build shell challenge done. I've never done a shell challenge before, so I just don't really have that many people that I'm connected to that play Sims. So I have now done 3 shell houses this week. This is the biggest shell that I've done. And so you can just choose any one of my shells and do Valentine's Day themed decoration or whatever. And yeah. And I did a Valentine shell house, and it has a heart-shaped pond And it also has a heart-shaped pool. So, and it's red and white decorated on the outside. So, and I did the version where um it has no walls on the inside for those who like to just have an empty house. And then I did one that's more finished as far as walls and stuff, so that way those who just like to decorate. And I am doing all this landscaping also. I did a shell challenge. Somebody had done a shell and they completely did everything on the outside and it looked so good. And so I really enjoyed finishing that house on the inside, and only added a couple items on the outside because I did need a little pool, but but I just loved the way they did the landscaping. I don't know. Anyways, I had this part right here was so tedious because I just kind of wanted like a little wood trim on the sidewalk, and so there was a lot of pieces to fit together. So that was pretty tedious. And I know you can like use that fencing tool where you do a wall and then you just have like a little ledge thing on the bottom, but it's not flexible, like it's stuck to the grid. And these I can move around a little bit, like if one plant's slightly bigger than the other. So I like the flexibility. So I just pulled that out of debug from the ranch pack, and I think it turned out okay, but other people may not like it. That's a lot of pieces to pick up if they don't. But I've kind of I'm really picky about the spray painting. I do really like the rounded um spray paint and stuff, but the spray paint is very messy in this game. So if anybody's watched my channel for a while, you know that I played Roblox for a long time, and I spray painted digitally with the mouse in Roblox in the spray paint game. And they have a line tool. And so I can't with this spray paint in this game. It's just too messy. I'm too like unless they have a line tool to like, even when you use like squares, it's just messy. It doesn't spray properly. So anyways, maybe one day they'll have a line tool like Roblox spray paint game does. And like when you try to paint in like a circle or like around in a curve or whatever, it's really jagged. So anyways, that's okay. I still have a lot of fun in building. So this is the first, I've got actually two different videos that I'm going to play. So instead of live streaming, um, I just record, and that way I can kind of like cut out some of the stuff that, you know, it's just really slow. And I like to do speed builds. Hello, hello, look who's here. One moment. Did you get your beanie done? Y'all go check out her channel. She does live streaming regularly, and she's also a crochet person. So we have some yarny people in the live stream today. Yarny works. Go check out One Moment with AMFR. She also does crochet stuff. So she'll like crochet live, and maybe you guys can get connected, because there's a yarny, I have a lot of yarny friends, and so a lot of times they'll do like group live streams, if you will. It's been a long time since I participated, but yeah, they do a lot of group crocheters, group live streams is what I'm trying to say. Sorry. Yeah, maybe one day I'll figure out how to do a group live stream. I wish YouTube gave us that option. I don't understand why they don't. Like StreamYard and other services have um group live streams or whatever. But you know what would be really cool? If we have a crochet speed contest or something like that. I'm not really good, but that would be kind of cool. I like to do like a crochet fundraiser or something like that. I do crochet stuff for like women's ministries, you know, for pregnant women, and also for veterans. They do baby showers for female veterans who've had babies recently, and thought that was so sweet. And so I do like a lot of baby stuff, like baby blankets, baby beanies, and baby booties and stuff like that. So, and I mostly donate it. I have sold some of my stuff, but it's hard to try to make any money off of crochet because it takes so long, and people just, I don't know, you can't really make any kind of decent wage. Like you make like small stuff and smell, you know, like sell crafts and stuff like that. But me, the stuff that I do is very time consuming. I mean, I probably get maybe most of buck an hour or something like that, because it takes a lot of time to finish a blanket. Baby blankets don't take that long, but I like to do the little decor and the ruffles, and maybe put some little ribbon and stuff, you know, in it. Aw, I'm gonna check out your hat. See, I like to watch. I'll tell you what. If somebody does crochet tutorials, I love watching crochet tutorials. I've learned so much on YouTube, or I might just get some kind of inspiration from it. You know, um, you may create the same item that I'm creating, but you might do it a little bit differently. You know what I mean? Crochet tutorials are pretty popular, and I know I had a lot of people. I got this K-tail knitter, which is a vintage item from the 1970s, and I had thousands of people that were really like, they want to see more, because there's no tutorials on that particular tool anywhere. Like anywhere. I think I found one on YouTube. I couldn't find videos anywhere. So I'm just like, okay, I have to get that book. And the K-tail knitter is just a little bit different, but there's a lot of interest in it. So I thought, oh gosh, I have to teach myself the different stitches so that I can share it with others, you know. And anyways, but I don't know. I really like crocheting. It's very, very relaxing, but I also like watching other people, their creations and stuff that they make. It's amazing. So many things you can learn on YouTube. So many things. Like, oh my gosh. It's like, what can't you learn on YouTube? Like, if you need to know something, it's on YouTube. But as far as crafts, oh my gosh. There's, especially like people from other countries, things that I don't see in like my crowd of crafters, and they do just different things, you know, in different countries, you know, in different types of crafts. And I'm just like, I'm in the boot camp right now. There's boot camp on YouTube, boot camp. And I asked her, I said, how can I find other crochet channels? Because it seems like they only will put people in your feed that's like in your region. I'm like, no, I'm just like, I'm thirsty. I want to learn it all. But so I've seen some really, really cool stuff from like India, and just, oh my gosh, the flower bouquet, um, I saw one tutorial, the flower bouquet tutorial, and the lady, I think she spoke Spanish. I'm not sure what language she was speaking, but it didn't have closed captions, so I couldn't. She was like teaching you how to do it. I don't know if it was a full tutorial, but I didn't. There was no translator available, so I'm just like, they're rolling out the auto dub that's supposed to be doing more and more translations. So I'm really hoping that I'm going to be able to find a video to teach me how to do that particular blanket in my language. So yeah. But if anybody who's listening has done the flower bouquet blanket, oh my goodness, will you please share? Because I am so excited to do that. It's just really, really pretty. So it folds and it looks like a bouquet. And so you have all the roses and the flowers or whatever on top, and it folds kind of sort of like a cone, like a bouquet would fold, and you hold it in your arms, and it's just beautiful. It's just a blanket that folds in a certain way, and then you have all the flowers on top, and it's so adorable. I'm just like, I must do that. That would make, oh my goodness, would that not make a wonderful, wonderful gift to do a blanket like that? That would be like, wouldn't that make a beautiful wedding present? Oh my goodness. So want to do that blanket. Hello, hello. Jay is in the house. How are you? It is currently 6 o'clock here, and it's been in the 40s today. I'm so excited. The snow is finally melting. I don't know what the roads look like. Like, all I can see is my road. I'm like on the way up on like a dead end road. Like, literally the road ends at my driveway, and so it's kind of like a private drive. It's like there's no traffic, and so, but it's melted enough that I think I could get out. But I just don't know like what it's gonna look like down the road, because we don't get any plow trucks out here, so I have no idea. I'm hoping maybe tomorrow I can get out. I don't know. I'm gonna have to wait till Sunday, but but I've been what is the word? Snowed in since the snowstorm. We got well over a foot, probably a foot and a half, and zero traffic on my road, so it's just a blanket of snow. But it's melting. I went out there and shoveled just a little bit. So, looks like I should be, by tomorrow, like maybe afternoon, I may be able to get out and get to the store. I'm about out of bread, so, I mean, I'm good. I don't need to go to the store. I'm good. I stocked up. I'm so thankful I did, because, what's the matter, baby? I gotta take my dog to the vet. I think she has an ear infection. And I'm gonna see about getting her some medicine for her arthritis. Getting a shot. This Synovitin thing that they're talking about that you get once a year, my vet doesn't do that. And I don't know of any vet anywhere near where I live that gives that shot. So I'm gonna try the monthly shot and see if it helps. I'm just worried because it can have side effects, and so I'm hoping it helps her and doesn't hurt her. I'm kind of nervous about it. I just want my baby, because I don't want her to suffer. She's got arthritis in her spine and her elbows and her hips and her legs. Bless her heart. I took her in several months ago and did the x-rays and stuff, and yeah, so she limps. She can't walk for very long, so that's why I push her in a buggy. When you see me out and about with, I put a basket on top of my walker where the seat is on my walker, and I push her. So she and I both need my walker now. And yeah, she will not walk for very long at all. Yeah, I know. I haven't. Yeah, and my older guy passed last month, and he was, what, baby, 15 years and 9 months, and that is extremely old for a standard poodle.
These girls are 12. They turn 12 and a half, so they're already at their average lifespan of a poodle, so every day is a blessing, you know. But, you know, when they get old, though, you know, you gotta take care of them, you know. Dogs are a commitment, you know. And so, and it's so hard when they get to that age where, you know, you have to make the decision to, I don't want them to, like, suffer, you know. Oh, gosh. And so, here's the thing, though, products and stuff, vets don't really have control over that. You know, they have to pay the price and they have to make a markup, you know, they have to make a living. You know what I mean? They have bills too, but I don't know why in my country any medicine for humans or animals is just extremely high when you compare to like other countries, and I don't really understand that. Like, how can one country make a medicine at this price and it's the same medicine, and then another country, you know what I mean, makes a medicine at a different price? It's, you know, it's like, um it's the medicines. They cost a lot of money. Oh gosh. Anyways, yeah, it's hard. It's hard when they get old, and gosh, these two girls that I have right now, this is the last of my poodle line. Started I breed and showed poodles when I was in law school. And so my girls are bred by my champion girl. They are the last of my champion line, the last of my any of my poodles. I don't have any poodles after this, and it's just hard, you know. And that's a long time to be with the same animal, 15 years and 9 months, and it was just ugh. Anyways, I think that I'm stopping the kibble because kibble is really really bad for dogs. The heat, I've been reading about that recently. The heat that they cook it with causes toxic stuff to be created, and so I'm trying to go on just more natural type of diet. One thing that I feed my dogs is I take broccoli and I take the top part of broccoli, the flowerette part, and I just shave it off with the sharp knife and to put that in their food, and because it helps fight cancer. And so and I don't, whatever I do not under any circumstances give them anything that has corn, any kind of corn byproducts, because that has just bad stuff in it. So that really makes a difference with my girls. Oh my gosh, a couple thousand, bless your heart, that's hard. Yeah, my dogs have been thankfully pretty healthy. So when I bred my dogs, before I bred them, I I tested them. So I got a champion dog. So for the breed, there's certain tests that you do before they're allowed to be bred, and just kind of like to rule out common diseases that comes with the breed. And so my girl was tested in, um, so, but it's hard. Yeah, it's really hard. And when you don't have, like, you know, money saved up or whatever, that's hard. So, but I've always had more than one dog, though, so they, you know, don't get lonely if I leave. I can't imagine my dog being all alone. Risa, what are you doing over there? She's over there tearing up that chair. I don't know what it is with her in that chair. Hang on, just a minute. Hang on. Speaking of my girl, she's over here tearing this chair. Do not tear this up. If you can't sit in it without scratching, then You can't sit on that chair for a second. Don't look. You've got this is part of the chair and it's on the floor. You were tearing that chair up. Cut that out. She's so rough. I don't know why she does that. I think it's she doesn't like the chair or something. She wants. It's not a cushioned chair. It's a gravity-free type of chair. It's a special chair that I got that's supposed to help with my lumbar, and it doesn't really have any cushion to it. So I put a pillow on it for her, but apparently she doesn't like it. I don't know. Dogs do what dogs do. Crazy vet bill, yeah. I feel you. Oh, hey, Irish. Hi. I didn't see you come in here. Let me add you. Gotcha. Please give a like if you haven't already. Alright, so I think when I get done here, I don't know, I may need to take a break, let my dogs, I gotta walk them and stuff. But I want to finish this house. See, this whole house, I don't know if I'm going to finish this house tonight. I did get the outside done, pretty much. There might be a couple things left I have to do, but so now I'm going to do the inside. So I went ahead and uploaded it before I finished the inside. So that way people that want to do just the decorating but have everything else done or whatever, it's on the gallery. It's just Shell House, and my EA ID is Pinky Poodle 7X7. And so if anybody wants to do the shell challenge, so the shell challenge, basically Valentine's Day I'll do a contest. So I don't know if anybody's going to do my shell challenge or not, but I will feature it on my, in my live stream or whatever, and pick a winner. And if only one person does it, then they'll be the winner and they'll get the prize. So, which isn't much. I mean, I'm doing like one crochet make and a gift card. But I don't know. It seems like people that's downloading my shell, that is just because they just want the house. They're not really interested in the challenge. Yeah, so I've still got the same mic. It's just wherever I have it placed. Can y'all hear the music? I don't want it to be too loud. My Oscar? Aw. Let me check out your dog. I'll check out your dog. Oh, he's so cute. Aw. I'm gonna give you a like. He's cute. He's a cutie. All right. Ooh, I'm so glad that snow is finally today. The snow did not start melting until today. Yikes. They so it's supposed to be in the 40s again, upper 40s, I think. So hopefully, it was like 40, almost 50 today. So that really helped melt that snow down. And so maybe tomorrow I'll be able to go to the store. I don't know. I'm afraid to go down the road, and then it's a mess everywhere else. I may have to just take a walk, I guess, and just see what it looks like. I hate to get out there and it be slippery because I'm already a fall risk, and I can't be messing around in no snow. I have rods in my upper back and artificial parts in my lower back, and I've already got discs that are bad. I can't be risking falling. So, but so what do you think of the house so far? What do you think? You don't know. You gotta keep it family friendly. No profanity. Yeah, you want to move into that house? You can move in. You can go get it's on the gallery. Now I haven't even done anything to the inside, and it's on the gallery for 178,000 simoleons, and I haven't even done the inside yet. So I don't think it's gonna be 4-bedroom, 3 baths. I saw someone did a house and they had 7 bedrooms and 11 bathrooms, and I'm like, what is it with people that have so many bathrooms? I don't understand. Why do you need 11 bathrooms? And you only have 7 bedrooms. So, I don't get it. I mean, another cough drop. 11 bathrooms. It's like, really? I don't get it. But, so this one has a couple, like, I'm going to do a fitness room and a spa room with a massage table and a fit massage chair or whatever. And then a little fitness room. And, yeah. So, and I got that little balcony upstairs. I think I'm going to put a piano in the foyer area, in the front door foyer area. I'm going to have like a little music area there. And I think I'll probably do marble. Marble flooring and marble walls with the Get Famous pack. They have some pretty wallpaper or whatever. I don't know, we'll see. I kind of want it to be, not fancy, but elegant, I think is the word I'm looking for, in the front area. I hate that those stairs are only 1 tile wide though, which is, oh, you said so. Yeah, so this has already got several downloads on the shelf. The only thing is, it is a 50 by 50 lot, so it's a bigger lot, and there aren't that many, there aren't that many lots that size. Okay, so here we are. Wow. Okay, so that I'm done. So as you can see, what do you think what it looks like? Okay, so and we'll go do the other video. This one. Wait a minute. Okay. Did I? Oh, I had already started this. By accident, I started the wrong one. So this is pretty tedious. Like, just building the building itself, the structure alone, doesn't take very long at all. This takes a lot of time. I've got this set to Spedbuild, so I've already probably got, I don't know, 10 to 12 hours in already on this. But a lot of that, it's going through the debug catalog to gets, you know, different stuff out, like those parts for that sidewalk, those skinny little pieces of wood that I put on the sidewalk. Man, I see some fantastic builds, like serious, what next level builds. I saw one today. I was watching a video, and what was this channel called? It was just like NTK or something like that. So I do shout outs of sim builders that don't really have, you know, like smaller channels, and they should have like millions of views. Like really, there's stuff that I see that gets millions of views, and I'm just like, these builds are seriously next level, like professional architect style. But it seems to me like the most extravagant, really, really, really beautiful builds aren't really ideal for if you play with your Sims and you have kids, because they're just, you know, it's just like really luxurious, very beautiful, but it just is not like homey for like kids to have like kid equipment and kids toys and all the stuff that comes in the packs for kids and toddlers. And yeah, it's just really just more luxurious. But really cool builds though. I think it's really just people that just like to make beautiful houses. Not necessarily really for playing The Sims, you know. So this fountain right here, the Sims can put soap to it and then get in it and play with it and stuff like that. So, and usually I do at least like a little fountain. I'll build a little fountain somewhere, and I don't know if I'm going to do that on this build or not. 50 by 50 is like that's the next to biggest size. 64 by 64, which I do have a 64 by 64 lot in cottage living, and so I'd have to bulldoze. And basically there's what I'm doing here is I'm exiting without saving. After each time I get done building, I'll save my progress to the library, and then I will just exit without saving. So when I go back in, I have to re-bulldoze the lot, because I can't do any save files right now because the game has got a really bad bug in it, and so if you do saves, it can corrupt your data. But on 64 by 64 lots, I like to do big. So the next one that I do on a 64 by 64 is going to be really fancy, and I'm trying to get the idea of exactly how I'm going to do it. This one, I didn't use a floor plan or sketch or anything. I just built it. So usually if I do a mansion, like I might like at least sketch it out or at least have an idea. I like to do bigger houses, but most of the lots in this game are small. Like 20 by 30 is the most common sized lot, and you just can't do very much with that. They just came out with a pack that has, I think, like 2 or 3 64 by 64s and like a few 50 by 50s. It's the best world out there for big lots that they've had, like I think ever. But I'm not buying it because there's too many bugs right now, and every time you add a pack, it just adds more bugs, and it gets worse and worse. So I'm just waiting for them to fix the bugs. So on the February 3rd, which is just a few days from now, they're doing an overhaul, like a complete overhaul of the engine for Sims 4. And it's gonna be huge. It's a huge, huge deal. So I'm backing up my entire game, which I think is like 64 gigabytes or something like that. Is a lot. It's like 60 gigabytes at least for all my save files and stuff. And so, plus my mods, plus my mod folder. Back it up to my portable hard drive. Uninstall EA app so they can't upload that. I'm not even signing in to Sims until I see what they've done after they do this major overhaul on February 3rd and how bad it's going to be, because every single, and I mean every single time they add a new pack, it just adds new bugs. So they tried to fix the bug where all our pictures are going black and paintings and cross stitch. And so instead of fixing it, it made it 10 times worse. Everybody's pictures went bad. Like, if they can't even fix a bug like that and they make it 10 times worse, I am not trusting them to do an overhaul of the engine. It's a really, really big thing. And so, no, I don't see them being able to pull that off. I'm just like, I'm not trying to be negative, I'm just saying, they've got everybody nervous. A lot of people nervous. I'm going to say everybody, but so I'm not even going to sign in. Not even going to sign in. And I'll just give it a couple weeks and see what happens and see what people report when they do this big update. And just see how bad it gets and give them probably a couple months for them to sort stuff out that they may have to fix. And I just don't want to mess in the game that I have. Somebody, I can't remember who it was, said that they play Sims 4 offline. And I'm like, okay, that's what I need to do. I need to figure out, how do you play Sims 4 offline? Because that's what I'd rather do. And it used to be like Sims 2 and Sims 3, you could just play it and not have to be going through some app. That's what I'd rather do. Anyways. I just want to build. But Paralives was supposed to have been released last month, but it got delayed. And so it's supposed to come out at the end of May. And I'm just waiting for Paralives, because Paralives have some, I've seen their build tools, and I'm somewhat familiar with some of their build tools that they use. So I'm hoping that that's going to work out where I can just go in and build. So I don't really want to play. I just want to build, And with Sims 4, I mean, one thing they're really good about Sims 4 is they let you customize. They let you use cheats. They let you use mods. And it's at your risk. But, like, you have the free, if you just want to come in this game and just build, and you just click free real estate, you don't even have to deal with Sims or anything. You just build, if that's what you want to do, I don't think Sims could probably pull off having just a build game, if they would, like, give us an open world that we could create the world and, customize our lots and stuff like that, and just be a build game. Like, I think they should have a build version. But anyways, I'm really not about, like, a lot of the packs have a lot of negative gameplay, just really just negative stuff, and I just don't like negative gameplay. I like positive vibes, man. Just relaxing and cozy, and this game I need to play. Well, Jay, it's free to download, although they're getting ready to do a major update on February 3rd. So, but if you've never played Sims before, you can just, if you have a computer, it's on console. I don't play on console, so I don't know which ones, but if you, and it's not a high-end computer game either. So, it's got pretty much any computer can play it. So you just download EA app, and then download the Sims game is free, because it used to be you had to pay for Sims, but when it got several years old, then they made it free, because then then it, like, lures people in and they want them to buy packs or whatever. But listen, there's a lot of things you can do in just the base game alone. Okay, you'll have more build items to decorate with when you buy the packs and kits, but it allows you to use mods too. Of course, come February 3rd, mods, you don't want to be using any kind of mods, but I build base game houses that look pretty decent. And I've seen people do a lot of stuff, cool stuff with, um, but yeah, I mean, just download it, and it's completely free to play the base game. So in the base game, you get 3 worlds that are free to build in. Of course, I had to learn everything about all the tools and, you know, how to use the tools or whatever. And there was a lot. The cheats, you want to like learn the cheats, the basic cheats to use. You know how to cheat money so you can have however money you want to build with or whatever. The free real estate on just basic cheats. It's not that hard. Like I just took an index card when I first started playing and just write down the basic cheats. And yeah, and it's a lot of fun. And then you can, you know, build something, upload it to the gallery, and then you can bulldoze and build something else. So in the 3 worlds that's free, so there's Willow Creek, New Crest, and Oasis. But in Willow Creek, there is also a hidden world called Sylvan Glades. So if you go to a specific tree in Willow Creek and you interact with the tree, it's kind of like this whimsical type tree, and you interact with it a few times, then it open up, and then you can travel to the Sylvan Glade once you've done those interactions. And in Sylvan Glades, it's a very beautiful little world, and it has 1 lot in it. There's a pond there, and so if you go in and you use the cheats, free enable free real estate, then the pond will disappear and a lot will show up. It's a tiny little lot, but a 12 by 15, but you can build on it. And the Sims can't stay in that, like they can stay overnight as many times as they want, but they can't technically like live there or whatever or own it. You don't get like bills or stuff like that, but it's really cool though. It's a very beautiful little world. So technically there's 4 worlds. The hidden world with 1 lot, but you have 3 base game worlds. And and there's a lot of they've added a lot of base game build items in just recently, you know, like more floor designs, more decorations, more wall designs than they've had in the last couple years. They've dropped a lot of free stuff. So for a free game, and I'm not talking like a gotcha game, like those free games that there's a lot of free to play on Steam, but really there's a lot of microtransaction, and you can only progress so far. Then you have to like either buy something or just have to wait. You know what I mean? Like it's not like that at all. Like you can get as many mods as your computer can handle. You don't have to use mods, right? But mods, oh my gosh, there are endless amount of mods. However much your computer and your game can handle, that's free, right? Of course, you know, you want to support your mod creators, you know, tip them and stuff like that. But they have Patreon. A lot of them support them on Patreon or whatever. Um, but you don't have to use mods. I didn't use mods for a long time, right? I played for like a year before I even started using mods. But so I mean, you just download it. It's just free. Like I think it's the most you will get for free in any game in the world, in Earth. Like really. Of course, they want, you know, they offer it for free so people, you know, start buying kits and stuff, which I did, you know, so I can do more building, but I'm maxed out. I'm not gonna get, there's over 100 expansion packs, game packs, stuff kits, and kits. There's 4 different type of packs. So there's expansion pack, which is like you'll get a world, you get a lot of gameplay with it, and you'll get, you know, a lot of build items and CAS, which is, you know, clothes and stuff like that. And then you'll have game pack, which is you might get a world, and um, it's just like minimal. It's like, say for example, My Wedding Story. It's just about weddings, right? But it came with the beautiful world, and you do get some build buy items. It's not as much as an expansion pack. So then you have your stuff kits, which you'll have some game interactions, you know, and a little bit more items than you would in like a kit. Will just have like a few items, you know, that's like theme oriented or whatever. Like the Riviera kit is probably one of the ones I use the most because I always have pools in my builds, and it has the beautiful fountains and stuff to use around the pool that I decorate with on a regular basis. And but like, you don't have to get all that stuff. Not even necessary. Like, I've done base game houses. That's no packs, no kits, no nothing, just base game. And so I've done those houses. And a lot of people like base game houses because there's a lot of people that don't have packs. And so, see that little ball pit thing over there on this side? That was from Toddler Stuff Kit. And so these little stones I'm laying down, that's from the Riviera kit. And so I've sized them down, just creating some little footpaths there. Actually, I'm going to size them down a little bit more. That was kind of tedious, but... And sometimes it seems like the items are oversized, but sometimes that's just because you can size them up or down. Cottage living is really got a cute... Oh my gosh, the build items. The world's cute. I did play with cottage living a lot when it first came out, but then of course there's the bugs issues, but I just really like the build items more than anything in that pack, and I use the build items a lot. I love the country style build items. And I use the kitchen stuff probably more than anything. Ranch pack, I would say use that a lot. I say Discovery University is probably the build items that I use the least, just because they're, you know, university oriented, and I just don't really do a whole lot of that. So this little thing that I'm using for like a gazebo over the hot tub there, that is from the Get Famous pack, which I do like the build items from Get Famous. Get Together, cats and dogs, I use those items probably pretty regularly. So this wall, the the privacy wall or whatever, that is from Debug. So when the reason I like to use Debug fences is because there, you, for whatever reason, you can't put the fence on the property line. You have to be one grid in, and so then there's this extra space on the other side of the fence, and I just don't like it. So I will get these out of Debug, and I'll place that right on that line. And not only that, I can hang stuff over the property line just a little bit, which gives me a little bit more space on the lot. So if you do that on each side of the lot, it does create a little bit bigger of a lot. So you some items you can push it just a little bit over, like part of it will be off the lot, but part of it's on the lot. So, and when the space is tight, like that house I did the other day, when the heart pool was really close to the property line, I needed every inch that I could get. So I did push it over the edge a little bit. So now I put a little fountain thing there, But I'm going to find a gate that will go with this, but I'm going to size it up. So these cars are just decor. There's no functioning cars currently in Sims 4. There was in the older Sims, but unless you have mods, and they have a lot of cool mod cars, but they function as a bike. So it's like they're getting on a bike and they ride around in the car, and they may have engine sounds, but technically they're riding a bike. But it's still pretty cool. But those cars right there are just decor. So that's just for looks. So, but I did I want to put a gate there just because I wanted to have a contained backyard to where if infants and toddlers are out there, they can't get out. So even though the gate is non-functional, it will still serve as a barrier to keep the little ones in. The little rascals will be running off down the road. So this is kind of tedious, putting all these rocks there. But I just like the flower edging, whatever you call it, border with rocks. I think rocks are pretty. And so this one I think came with Get Together. These privacy wall parts. So I have a completely privacy area for the hot tub. And then put these little lights here. Now I like to hide glow lamps and stuff. So I'm using the moon orb light, and it has kind of a soft blue, and that kind of matches the color of that lighted fence that I'm using on this build. And you can click one of those and turn all of them off, or you can change the colors. You can change just the lights for that area or whatever, but I hide a bunch of those. And it just so that way I like a pretty decently lit area without a bunch of without a bunch of light posts. So what do you think of my house? Let's see, this video's got just a little bit of ways to go, and then I'm gonna go ahead and end the video, and then I'm gonna go walk my dogs, and maybe I'll come back, and I think I'll just maybe build. I don't know if I'm gonna build live stream or not, because I don't know if I don't get that many people to watch, then I'll just finish building and record and make a speed build out of it later is what I like to do. That way, when I'm doing a live stream, I can focus on chat, because when I'm building, I'm like, I just get super focused. But I like to be, interact with people in the chat also. Thank you.
just a second. I'm going to go ahead and set my settings on this right now. Okay, I just want to make sure that my live chat is on, and I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. All right. And I will go visit everybody that stopped in. I appreciate y'all so much. Okay, so there we go. Now I'm going to work on the inside. So, but I think I'm going to start a new stream. Because I got to go walk my doggies. You guys ready to go for a walk? Huh? So what do you think? So it's 178,000 simoleons. I haven't even started on the inside yet. So what do you, I don't, I'd say probably by the time I'm going to be done on the inside, it's probably going to be 400,000 maybe. I'm just guesstimating. The most expensive mansion I've ever done was like 2.5 million. There's Dee and one of her triplet babies, and that's her future daughter-in-law, Dee. There's Max Jr. and one of the triplets with using the nap. There's, look, I just love this. So this is using the nap with baby. So this is Ruben and Joseph and Johnny. They're triplets. She's got 14 kids and 7 grandkids now. This is Dee, my first time I ever created, and her husband Max. And they've been married for 25 years, and they've got 14 kids and 7 grandkids. And this is Max Jr. And yeah, he is the oldest son. He's a teen, so he'll be aging up soon. So they've got 4 grown kids, a set of girl triplets. So they've got 2 sets of triplets, 2 sets of twins, and then the rest of the kids were single births. But the first set of triplets was by Science Baby, so this was the first set of triplets for her. And she got the matriarch crown on her plumb bob when she was pregnant with these triplets. So anyways, that is going to be it, guys. I appreciate you all for stopping in. And yeah, I'm going to take a break, walk my dogs. Then I'm going to go finish. I'm going to work on, I don't know if I'm going to finish it, but I'm definitely going to work on this house on the inside. Now I've got the outside done. So what do you think? Let me go back and, wood. Oh, let's see if I can, there. Anyways. It's on the gallery as a shell house. That's the last update that I did. I changed the word from shell challenge to shell house. And my EAID is Pinky Poodle 7x7 if you're interested in this particular house. I have 2 other shells that I did in the last few days. And yeah, so there you go. Let's let this finish. Indeed. Excuse me. Max Jr., one of the triplets. And he's such a good big brother. And these, okay, so these 3 here, these 2 are the youngest twins. So this is Jake and Jilly, and this is Jay. So he's the youngest of the kids. So there's infants, toddlers, kids, and teens in this house. There's a total of 10. So this is Max Jr. This is my recent sim, and he is promised to one of the quad. I have a set of quads, 2 girls and 2 boys, and he is promised to one of the girls, AJ Duke from the Duke Dynasty. And so, yeah,
they'll be like cousin-in-laws before it's over with. I just thought that was a funny picture. So this is Harry. He's my newest sim, and he is my traveling. When I do builds, he will travel with me. So this is his girlfriend, and he's aged up, but they're still. She hasn't aged up yet, but they're still dating. Whoops, I went back too far. Huh. Max Jr., Harry. And so this is AJ Duke. She's one of the quads. So the set of quads that I have, there's 2 boys and 2 girls. The girls are fraternal and the boys are identical. So, and he's professing his undying love to her. So they are promised to each other. She's a teen, so they can't get engaged yet. She's too young. And this is Max Jr.'s twin sister, Ashley, and her boyfriend, Bay. And they're promised to each other. He's aged up and she's not, so they can't get engaged yet until they're both adults. Yeah, and so there you go, guys. There's them doing their homework. Dee playing her song and singing. They're all musical. And so this is Max Jr.'s girlfriend, Tandy, sorry. She has a twin sister named Sandy. I created them as twins in CAS. So, but these were offsprings. And Bay, I created him for her. And so these twins and their significant other, if you will. He got a Versace bag. So this is a park that I built, and this is the music stage, and this is a homeless guy. So they gave him money, and so I created a homeless park. So free camp homeless park. Basically, it has a sleeping room so that homeless people can take a nap or whatever inside a cozy little room if they need to. So I didn't know that there was like actually homeless people in the game until recently. So I've been making homeless parks. Anyways, that's it for now.